mic testing. Hello, mic testing. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to our new session. It's been a long time since we have I have uploaded a video, but let's start without any delay. So we will be discussing some news topics which came in news recently. So let's start it. So we'll start with GCC. GCC is Gulf Cooperation Council. It has 6 members, and all the 6 members are the founding members. No new member have been added or left to. So, uh, as name suggests, it is like countries which are part of the Persian Gulf, and these countries are part of this. Only the exception which should be in the in this group but are not is Iran and Iraq. They both have border on Persian Gulf, but they are not member of GCC. GCC headquarters in Riyadh, and so basically it's a Arab Arab state groupings who are coast on Persian Gulf. So we can see that all these 6 countries have part on Persian Gulf. Oman also. And as you can see, if in the map you will see that Oman don't have like like a boundary on Persian Gulf. But if you zoom it properly, you can see there's an enclave of Oman on the coast of Persian Gulf, adjacent to UAE. On the tip of this Persian Gulf, Arabian Peninsula is Oman. So we can see. So yeah, it's just like you can say like European Union with the common market and common custom and common currency, but still it has not able to reach to that level of a total consolidation into a single like area. But they are moving there. They have common customs and common market, and they're moving towards a common currency. So yeah, let's start. So as you can see, the members are, if we will go from north to south, we can see that Kuwait, then come Bahrain, it's an island. Qatar, it's a peninsula, it's connected to the Gulf, not Gulf, sorry, Arabian Peninsula. It's and UAE and Saudi Arabia and Oman. Now we'll go into the next topic of Article 20, which is about which protect from which this article protects from arbitrary arrest and things. So Article 21 states that no person shall be convicted without a violation of any law. Like you can't, there should be a law which should be have been violated. On that basis, you can arrest some person. And and Article 22 is talking about principle of double jeopardy. It means that a person can't be jailed twice for the same crime. And we will talk about the exceptions after. In this also, there are some exceptions. Like the Article 23 is 23 3. It's about prohibition against self-incrimination, that you can't like become a what do you say? You can't become a like gawah. अपने ही खिलाफ you can't be give a statement against yourself. So these are three which protects against arrest and thing. So the exception I have written here. So what are the exceptions? Like in part 21, it said that without a law violated, you can't be arrested. But and it's also not retrospective laws also can't be like you did a crime, you stole a pencil, and at that time it was not a crime, but after 10 years it became a crime. So you can't be arrested on that basis retrospectively. But there is an exception that retrospectively uh, law can a law can be applied on you if it talks about like reducing the punishment, then it can be applied. Not increase and reduce, not increase punishment can be applied, but reduction of that can be applied. Like now, this is talking about retrospectively. Like the punishment for stealing a Like pen was 5 years, and after 10 years, the government changed it to 2 years. So it can be applied on the same crime which you have did in the past, but increase one can't be put applied to you. Procedure laws can be applied retrospectively, like as can be like main target of this that if a law is not there, you can't be charged for it. But like retrospectively, it's the main issue is that about retrospective that you can't apply retrospective law. But these are the exceptions which I'm telling you that a law beneficial criminal laws can be applied retrospectively, and procedural laws like procedural laws talks about the procedure of the. It's not about the punishment that are criminal laws. Procedural laws like how to file FIR. So if at the time like online on the steps about of the investigation like video conferencing was not there, but now they have applied, so you can use that in your investigation, so it will not be like procedural laws can be applied retrospectively, like witness testimony in the courts at that time when you did, you have to be offline present, but now procedural laws have changed, you can go to court via video conference, so it can be applied on you. These are called post facto law. Law which are applied retrospective are called post facto law. I have marked this post facto law. Sorry, I took a lot of time, but now we'll move on to exception number 22. 22 talk about double jeopardy. But like this was a case about uh, this news came because uh, some IPS or some police it was about Delhi riots. The the police court, the district magistrate, like there were already a fire on that policeman for not doing investigation properly, and now the district magistrate again like put new like again told that new FIR should be like put on this. Like so, he went there that this case of double jeopardy because already an investigation has been done on this police station. FIR has been lodged, so you can't do. But I will tell you the court it's still like in work in progress, but the court will I will like follow this exception that he like the same like can't be applied, but if there is something like different related to same case, like you can it can be applied, like you did a like like contract corruption another fraud, like there was like you did like there was a corruption case issue of like very bad material used and corruption in the making of building, and in that same project there was also a tender of security, and there also there was a corruption. So these two are same different cases related to the same event. Like Commonwealth, you can talk about Commonwealth, like different scam happened in the Commonwealth, like apartment scam or what do you say, furniture and sports equipment type. It was of not good quality, so it can be applied. So double jeopardy, it's the exception. Okay, new facts came. Dear, like okay, like before that they didn't know. Okay, but now the new facts came that he was also responsible for that. Also, he can be put it. And Article 23 is about self-incrimination, but the exception here is only in criminal laws self-incrimination is not allowed. But in civil cases, these are the exception. These are very important. So I am telling you, you should note this that in uh, civil cases, non-criminal self-incrimination can be applied, and also self-incrimination cannot be there when there is a uh, charges are there, but normal general inquiry with investigation self-incrimination can be there. Like someone might be there might be like some like if you are part of that investigation, then because accusations are on there, but if you're not, but like it is called uh, like normal inquiry police doing about the case, then it can be used self information like. Okay, so only when acquisition is there, then only it will activate. So these are the exception. So now we'll talk to business reform action plan. It is a type of report, you can say, which is produced by Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, Ministry of Commerce. So it's just a type of how good business conditions are there in the states. Establish seamless business regulatory framework, enhancing ease of doing business. So it talks about how regulatory framework is applied. So like compliance gap is there, it's not there between regulation and like infrastructure, or what do you say, like regulation should not be that tough that you're not able to like maybe like red tapeism is also a regulatory bottleneck because there, there are so many files and then corruption, and so you should shift it to online digitalize it so that it democratize that compliance. It democratizes the process and compliance burden is reduced. And yeah, like like how decriminalization, deregulation, like government should not be in business, and government should not government should not be uh, part of like structural issue. Government should not act as a barrier. So you should some laws, archaic laws are there. It should be reviewed and deregulation is should be done and streamline processes. That process should be like easy and simpler and what do you say, interoperability of different departments should be there so that there's no much difficulty communicating between files between different departments. So this thing is based on Be Ready, Business Ready of World Bank. In this ranking, India didn't participate. Matlab India was not a part. So it has three pillars. First is like regulatory framework, which I talked about. How how simpler and supportive regulations are. Like single day window clearance is part of this. Like single day clearance you will get. Public services is like how these government services are acting as an enabler for regulatory framework. If like I will give you example like I told, like online business registration, licensing, and e-permit should become online. So it will increase operational efficiency, okay, and ease of regulatory compliance. I have not written maybe third pillar. Third is ease of regulatory compliance. How easily you are able to like comply this. So next is like about Permanent Commission of Women. It's about women empowerment that in 2023 Supreme Court in a constitutional bench. It was a constitutional bench, I suppose, or maybe not. But Babita Dahiya, Punia or Dahiya, an horse granted that women should be given command, like held them to have of eligible to command post and permanent commission. Now it was not there. It was temporary short service commission. Next, we will go to SATAT, sustainable alternative towards affordable transportation. This initiative by Ministry of Petroleum, it talks about setting up of and using compressed biogas to replace petroleum in industry and transportation and help us India to be self-sufficient and energy secure. And other than that, it also help in tackling climate change because it's a clean fuel. Along with it, it also provides us with organic fertilizer because as it uses organic matter to produce CBG. CBG Just biogas, which is more purified. It have approximately 90% content of 90% methane. Normal biogas have 40-50 and remaining CO2 20-30% some hydrogen sulfide. So when you purify it, you take it CO2. CO2 will be used like in industries as dry ice, and that methane is used as CBC, and the remaining solid content is used as an organic fertilizer. So Ministry of Renewable funds this by via CFA, Center Financial Assistance, in setting up of CBC plant. Next is installed solar capacity. Okay. Next is installed solar capacity. Like India solar capacity increased from 2.5 gigawatts in 2014 to 94.16 in 10 years, like 30-fold. It's a 30-fold increase, 30 times. Okay, and wind is doubled from 23 to 47.95, and 100% FDI is now available through automatic route in renewable energy and distribution project. Okay, and now we'll talk about some more scheme which were used to produce like climate change to like what NDC, NDC we have the targets of 500 gigawatts and carbon neutral by 2070. So Govardhan scheme was implemented, was launched by Ministry of Jal Shakti. So it also acts as its main target is like the rural agriculture and animal husbandry waste to produce, like you can say CBC and biogas, the same Govardhan scheme. It is implemented by Ministry of Jal Shakti. Okay, NCLAT is like the appellate tribunal which can be used for appellate against NCLT, IB, and Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India, IBBI, Competition Commission of India, National Financial Regulatory. So all this can apply appellate in NCLAT. So hmm, now financial year 24, Indian pharma exports were roughly 27.9 billion. USA was like approximately 30% of this value, 8.7 billion. Export was towards USA. We have various export promotion council and the Ministry of Commerce. Pharmaceutical export is one of them. Now, EBITDA is a term which is used to know about the profitability of an industry, you can say. So, full form is earning before income, interest, tax deduction, and amortization. Amortization means reducing the like debt by paying installment and or the asset value depreciation. Oh, bhai, it's such a hectic. So now we'll read about Eurasian Economic Union. It is mainly five members are there. Many were there, but many left. It is a economic body which was formed after the breakup of Soviet Union. So that the remaining breakaway region can have a single market. So now, right now, only five are there: Armenia, Rajasthan, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, Belarus. Okay, so FTA. So FTA is generally done by commerce industry, and bilateral investment treaty is generally done by Ministry of Finance. So now there's some value thing, data. Like if to find if a water is suitable for bathing, the coliform fecal coliform bacteria should be less than 2500, and biological demand should be less than 3 mg per liter. Biological demand, if high, it means that there is lots of like fecal bacteria or waste in that, which is which needs oxygen to get decomposed. So it should be that bioxy. So it should usually prefer that BOD should be low. Otherwise, there is eutrophication is there, and that dissolved oxygen should be more. BOD should be low and dissolved oxygen should be more. Now, Article 9 is about part 2 of citizenship. It talks about that if you voluntary acquired citizenship of another country, you will be void of Indian citizenship. Now, K. Veeraswamy versus Union of India, 1991, it talks about like constitutional bans, which said that High Court and Supreme Court judges are also public servant and they are under and they comes under Prevention of Corruption Act. But to do this, prior sanction of CGI is needed to start investigation. So they are also not immune. They can be charged if there is some evidence related to corruption or moral wrongdoing. So now we'll talk about Article 101. It's the last slide. It talks about vacation of seat in Parliament. So mainly it says that if someone is a member of both House of Parliament, then Parliament should make law on to decide which one have to be vacated. This one is not important. This one is important that if someone is a member of Legislative Assembly and Parliament, so automatically his Parliament seat will be become vacant until he resigns from legislative. But normally Parliament seat will go. Or Article 102 also there, which talks about uh, the vacation of seat. Okay, or he can resign to the speaker. On the discretion, that speaker should be satisfied that it's a genuine resignation and voluntary. And last one is 40 days. Sorry, if 60 days someone is absent from parliamentary proceeding without the permission of House, then his seat will be vacated. But condition is that if House is prolonged or adjourned for more than 4 consecutive days, then those days will not be counted. Okay, so that's the case. Thank you for watching.